Andrew Griffith has showered praise on Elon Musk, but he has urged him to back the Conservatives also. I mean, good luck with that. That the Electoral
In your
Commission
dream.
has got involved and said that this is the anti-Brexit Electoral Commission, as I said earlier, more bent than a line Bob note, and they're saying they want law change to avoid Elon Musk being able to back a political party in Britain. That comes despite the fact George Soros gave hundreds of thousands of pounds, potentially more. He's certainly given a lot of millions over the years to various movements to reverse Brexit. I can think of nothing more anti-democratic than that. And Labour are considering changing the law over this. They're mulling plans to limit political donations from companies by foreigners after the owner of Tesla and X met with Nigel Farage in Florida. And I ask you this question: where is Lord Ali domiciled for business purposes? I don't know if it's because he has a place in New York, right? I mean, where do we draw the line here? I just see this as nakedly an establishment stitch-up to avoid the power behind reform and the momentum that they can see gathering behind reform at significant pace. They are doing everything they can to thwart that. And that's what I see here. But anyway, your thoughts, Alex, yeah?
Well, I was just going to say, just to add to that, Labour received a £4 million donation from a tax haven, a hedge fund based in the Cayman Islands. So, I mean, why and how all of a sudden have the Tories and Labour found this new morality? It's incredible. Do you know what it is? It's got nothing to do with the money, because both Labour and the Tories have been taking money from foreigners and foreign countries and foreign organisations for forever. It's about how scared they are of Elon Musk, and it's not just to do with his money. It's to do with the thought and the counsel and the strategy that will come with Elon's money. They are terrified of that because look how well they did in America, and they don't want their little uniparty, their little power sharing agreement they've had, that every 10 to 14 years the uniparty's different color will take over and do the same thing the last one did. They don't want that wheel broken because it served them extremely well for the entirety of history of British politics. So no wonder why they are scared. No wonder why they want to change the rules now all of a sudden.
I agree. Younes, do you find it hypocritical that globalists like George Soros can donate money to campaigns to thwart democracy in Britain, but as soon as Elon Musk says, I think I want to put my money behind Nigel Farage, then they get their knickers in a twist?
Yeah, I mean, they're the master of projection. So everything that they do themselves, then they accuse you of doing. So it wasn't just George Soros, it was also Bill Gates and other people that they took money from. And as I said, the tide is turning and they are really scared. And this is what they do. At first, they try to cancel you. They try to demonize you. When that doesn't work, they try to go after you legally. So now they're trying to change the law so Elon Musk is not able to donate. But at the end of the day, I don't think it's going to work. They tried to do the same thing to Donald Trump in America, and he backfired massively. He won the House, he won the Senate, he won the popular vote, and he won the presidency. And I have a feeling something similar will happen in the UK very soon. And that's why the establishment, especially Labour and the Conservatives, they're scared, because what we are witnessing is the changing of the guard in British politics. I don't think politics will be the same after the next few years. And that can have many different reasons. But one of the main reasons is that we have social media now, we have freedom of speech platforms such as X, then we have billionaires such as Elon Musk that know what they're doing. And the mainstream media and the establishment is also dying. So platforms like us that come and speak the truth, or maybe GB News, it's all, that's a bigger picture of what's happening here. Everything is changing. Politics is changing. News is changing. Mainstream media, everything is changing for the better.
Chloe, Stephen says it doesn't matter if Starmer is running scared, reform is coming. You heard there in that BBC interview, the BBC panel stacked against Elon Musk, by the way. The fact that there is this establishment, and of course the the London BBC is just packed to the rafters with liberal lovies, right, who all vote for the Labour Party. you can see here that they are getting really quite desperate. And in that desperation, they're lashing out.
Yeah, and I think that people can see that. I don't think anybody is going to fall for the argument that this is all about fairness and this is about, stopping rich people from controlling politics. No, everyone can see that this is just the people on the left throwing their toys out the pram because they can see Keir Starmer's approval ratings absolutely plummeting, and they know that reform are coming, and they know that there's a very, very high chance that Nigel Farage is going to be the next Prime Minister. And them, in their little bubble, which, as you say, they live in, Darren, they think that is terrifying, just like how they thought that the prospect of Trump becoming president of the United States again would be terrifying, that this would be some kind of Nazi, fascist, racist in power, and we must do absolutely everything, doesn't matter what the means are, to stop it, right? And then, you saw that tactic played, the democracy line of argument that was played out by the Democrats in America, right? We had that clip from the news. Who was it? The lady speaking, saying reform is a threat to democracy.
Harriet
right?
Harman.
Yeah, there we go. Harriet Harman, right? And you had exactly the same thing in the US about Trump, right? Kamala Harris and Joe Biden saying Trump is a threat to democracy. Okay, and when you push that line of argument, that tells people it doesn't matter what the means are, you need to stop this person because else you're going to lose democracy and you're going to live under some kind of dictatorship. Okay, so you can pass these laws to stop Elon Musk from being able to donate because it's worth it to save democracy. You get into very, very dodgy territory when you make that argument. We are not the US, okay? The US does have a problem with money controlling politics. You cannot win an election in the US unless you have insane amounts of money. We have, I think, strict enough rules already in the United Kingdom, right? And if Labour genuinely were concerned about big donations, they wouldn't have, as Alex has pointed out, these taken all these money from overseas companies. They wouldn't have taken all this cash and all these freebies from Lord Ali. It is one big coincidence, right? That they've only just come up with this idea of changing the law to stop rich people from abroad from donating when it suits them and it suits their electoral prospects. Nobody is going to buy that this is just all about fairness and it's not about them trying to stop reform.
And Ben comments saying the Electoral Commission didn't investigate this donation, as in the Soros donation. And that's absolutely spot on because they are a biased regulator, and my dying breath will be to say that the Electoral Commission are a biased regulator. And listen, I just think that it's totally corrupt. I think that it's visible for all to see, and we're not going to fall for it. We're really, really not. And we're getting lots of love. Victoria says, gosh, I adore this channel. It's so refreshing to hear young people not blinded by the woke mind virus. And that's another reason why we need Elon Musk, because as Younes says many times, he is a great champion of defeating that virus. So more power to him. Still watching? Well, I've got a quick ask for you. Recent UK, we're fighting the woke brigade and inspiring young Brits, but we need your help to go bigger. We're hosting a fundraiser and would love you to sign up and share the link on the big day. It's easy, it makes a massive impact, and there are prizes for top fundraisers. Click the Google form in the description to join us. Cheers very much. Let's keep going together.